Hey, good afternoon. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. I will be your host today. It's your dog Toddy checking in. So how we doing? How we feeling today, man? Y'all know what it is, man. Victory Monday, man. So how we doing? How we feeling, man? We done had a good 24 hours to digest the victory. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's get to it. Before we get to the business, man, let's get the commercials out of the way. Once again, welcome everybody in from YouTube that's watching. Thank you. Welcome everybody in from Facebook that's watching. Thank you. Also, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, do your dog a big favor, man. Hit that like button, please. Run up the likes for me because we really want to push this content in the algorithm, and that way as many people as possible can see it. And in order to do that, it's a reflection of the likes. So y'all make sure you run up the likes for me, hit the like button. If you're watching, also engage by like hitting the heart emojis on your mobile device, and I think you can even do it from your laptop or your desktop. And that just really helps engagement, and that tells YouTube and also Facebook, hey, let's send this out to more people. Home is saying something, so let's let other people see it. But with that said, let's get to the business, man. Let's get to the business. We're gonna do our player grades today. We missed them last week, so my apologies to everybody. We didn't get a chance to do the player grades last week. I kind of had a hectic week last week, but we are here today. God, we thank God for that we are here today. It's always a blessing just to wake up. So we're gonna do our player grades, and also before we jump into the player grades, I really want to ask y'all. You see the title, So let's get straight to the business. We ain't gonna be here long today. We gonna get to the business of the question at hand. Then we're gonna go to the player grades. So my question, and I want y'all to let me know. Are Falcons fans still not sold on Desmond Ridder? That's the question of the day. We're gonna we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna discuss it because y'all saw me yesterday. I was pumped up yesterday. I was glad we won. I'm always happy we win. Whether it be Ridder, Matt Ryan, Michael Vick, Jeff Jordan, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care who the quarterback is. But whenever we win, hey, that puts me in a great mood. So with that said, I want to know are Falcons fans still not sold on Desmond Ridder? And the reason I asked that because I was on, I was deep in the internet streets yesterday, bro. I was deep. I want to see what the vibe was. I want to check the temperature in the streets on the internet. So I was knee deep in the streets yesterday. I was knee deep in the streets right after the game. I was knee deep in the internet streets late last night because I want to check the fans' temperature. I want to see what people are saying. Are we sold on Ridder? Like, what's the feedback? Now, the feedback that I got in regards to the question, I'm just gonna get straight to it. I seen a lot of people saying that they're still not sold. I seen a lot of people saying they're still not sold after Ridder had a great game. After he threw for 330 yards, no turnovers, had a great completion percentage. He had to complete at least 70% of the passes. I did not look at it, but I seen a lot of people saying, I'm still not sold, bro. Yeah, I'm glad we won, but I'm not sold. I seen people saying okay, we'll do it on the road. I seen a lot of segment of the fan base say, okay, we'll do it on the road. I seen a lot of segment of the fan base that was saying, okay, one good game, one great game out of 5. Whoop-de-doo. Let's be consistent, Desmond. You'll get my vote of confidence, Desmond, when you are consistently doing this. Seeing a segment of the fan base saying, ooh, I'm glad we won, but we played the Texans, another rebuilding team against a rookie quarterback. Seeing some people saying that. So I want to ask y'all today, are you sold? Are you sold on Desmond Ridder after yesterday's performance? Did yesterday's performance sell you on Ridder being a very good, great franchise quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons for at least the next 10 years? Are you sold on Desmond Ridder because I just seen a lot of varying opinions on how people were feeling. So I want to know y'all opinion today. Like, tell me how you feeling. And also, let's say this: the criticism for Ridder's play prior to yesterday was warranted. Let's let that cat out the bag real quick. You know, for everybody with the I told you so. Hey, I only can speak for myself, but I pulled no punches. I stand by everything that I said going into yesterday's game. And if you felt some way similar, you shouldn't feel any. Don't, you know, I as I said before, don't let people online guilt trip you. Don't let them try to guilt trip you into how you gonna fan. Especially when people start hollering this fake fan stuff, like, bro, we the Falcons. Who in their right mind gonna fake fan the Falcons? You know what I'm saying? Who in their right mind gonna fake fan the Falcons? Did the Patriots have some fake fans during their heyday? Of course they did. And we are slowly seeing all them Patriots fans get off the bandwagon. They're getting off that bandwagon now. They're getting off that bandwagon. You know, they got beat up by our rivals yesterday. So these people are getting off the Patriots bandwagon. Did the Patriots have some fake fans? Yeah. Just fans along for the ride? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I was talking to my boy Markeith on Facebook a little earlier today before I came on live. And I told him, man, there was a time when I was on Facebook that my whole timeline was like littered with Miami Heat fans. My whole timeline would be Heat Nation. Heat Nation. I'm like, where did y'all come from? Heat. I never knew no Miami Heat fans outside of South Florida. You know, even a lot of South Florida people went around with Miami Heat like that, you know, because they went a 10-year franchise. Heat Nation. But now I can't name more than 2 Heat fans that's on my timeline now. But like, what, almost 10 years ago, my whole time, Heat Nation. You know? So when people say the Falcons, are you a fake fan? Like, who chooses to be a fake fan of the Falcons? Where you get the accolades in that at? What are you gaining? Teams have fake fans when, you know, they're latching on because you win and you just want to be a part of a winner. There are people out there that only support winners. They're not going to support a losing product. They're only going to latch on the winners. I'm a big time Georgia Bulldog fan, you know. And do we got some fake fans that done popped up out the back-to-back national championships? Yeah, we do. We do. That's what comes when you win the big trophies. So yeah, the Bulldog now got some fake, because I be seeing people now, they be like, oh man, y'all, why these Bulldog fans come from? Why these Georgia Bulldog fans come from? Hey, that's what happens when you win. You know? If the Falcons had like 1 or 2 Super Bowls recently, then, you know, you would have a case for a fake fan. But just because your opinion doesn't match my opinion does not make either one of us a fake fan. Just because you have a perspective on how you're going to fan, and the next man or woman has a perspective on how they're going to fan, that don't make you a fake fan. We're the Falcons. We ain't even had a winning season in 5 years. Where does the fake fan stuff come from? You know? Even though I think, shout out to everybody that's going to the game, also making a difference inside the pens. And I would proudly say, even though attendance and fan participation has gotten a lot better this year, but when you look at our games, it's not filled. So where the fake fan narrative come from? So with that said, man, like, if you want to feel some kind of way, if you got an opinion, that's your opinion. You know? There's no right or wrong way to do this fan thing. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So if you felt some kind of way about how Ridder played going into yesterday's game, Ain't nothing wrong with that because the criticism was warranted. It was very warranted. And I just seen a lot of people, I see a lot of people just try to guilt trip people and, guilt trip people. For what? He was bad. Yesterday, he was great. He was great yesterday. And he should be applauded for that. He should be applauded for having a great game. He should be. But that leads us back to the question, like, are you sold on Ridder after yesterday? Because like I say, I'm just seeing a lot of stuff going around about people saying they're not sold. I'm seeing a lot of people saying they're not sold. In fact, I asked this question on the Atlanta Bird Game Facebook page, not the group, but the actual Facebook page. And if you don't, I guess what you call it, follow the page. Make sure to go follow the page. But I want to read off to y'all some things that they said on, and this is the Atlanta Bird Game page, not the group, but this is the page. I asked this question. Somebody said, I'm still not sold. He has to play more than one game well for me to be sold. He has played multiple games bad, so he has to play multiple games good. That's fair. Nothing wrong with that. Somebody says one game and some people are acting like he's a savior, forgetting how awful he has been. It's another person's opinion. And these are not people in the group. These are people on the page. The people in the page and the people on the group, those are two totally different demographics of people. The people in the group are a lot more wild and rowdy. The people on the page are a little more subdued. Two totally different demographics. So I want to make sure to read off what the people on the page said and not the people on the group. I would have screenshotted it, but I don't want to, I don't want to share people's name. I don't know if people are okay with me sharing their name. So I'm going to read it off to you. A third person responded, not sold at all. I have to see consistency game after game. 1 week doesn't cut it. He still has a lot to prove to me before I'm on board. That's fair. One person just responded no. It had about 6 exclamation marks after it. Another person says, if he can do it on the road, I'll be way more impressed. Laughing out loud. And the final person that responded says, hell no, not so. And again, this is the people on the page, not the people in the group. The people that's on the page, it's not as much agenda-driven comments with the people on the page. People in the group, us in the group every day, we have kind of like agendas that we have going on. So I want to get the people's opinions on the page. But let's see who's checking in so far. Marina checking in says, Victor Reminder. What's up, Marina? Always good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. James. What's up, James? Says, got the dub. Yes, we did. Got that dub in the house. Lisa checking in. How you doing, Miss Lisa? How's it going today? Lisa says, big dub for the big birds. We needed to keep pace in the NFC South. That's true. It's still anybody's division except the Panthers. That's very true. Very, very true. James also said, what's up, Bird Gang? David Stark in the building as usual. David, what's up, brother? Says, what's up, Todd? How you doing today, David? We got Coach Davis checking in. How you doing today, Coach? Says, what's good, Todd? A great win yesterday. I prefer down to the wire games. Makes it more exciting to win it. I agree with you. Those are good games. Those are definitely good games. Lisa Sherper says, ABG still having civil wars, the usual. Laughing out loud. Yeah. And that's what I was just saying. That's why I read the comments from the page, not the group. Because I just know the group is wild. That's a wild place. The group is the wild west. The page, like I said, they're a little more subdued on the page. They just gonna write their comment and keep it moving. But in the group, that's a wild spot to be in the group. Facebook user says, what's up, Todd? I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a magnificent day, my friend. And thank you very much for asking. I hope you are having a great day yourself. I appreciate it. Winston in the building as usual. What's up with you, Winston? Says, what's going on? Buck and chat, smash the like button. Yes, please hit that like button, y'all. That does me a whole lot of good. Does the channel a lot of good. So please make sure that you do smash that like button. Appreciate it, Winston. What's up, Facebook user? How you doing? I'm chilling. Travis checking in as usual. What's up with you today, Travis? How's it going? Travis says, great win. Can calm the Deadskins down. They swear the people that are mad. They swear that people are mad that we lost. Yeah. That's a wild narrative, man. That's a wild narrative. Like I said, man, Falcons ain't got no fake fans. Falcons don't have no fake fans, man. Eric says I'm not sold on Ridder. Okay, that's our first response. Eric says I'm not sold. Eric said he is not sold. G checking in the building. What's up with you, G? How you doing today? How's it going? David says that's a good win yesterday. It was a good win. Very good win yesterday. I got my man Uncle Steve in the building. Y'all make sure that y'all check out Uncle Steve on Uncle Steve's Lounge on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. Not later on, but right now. Run up the likes, run up the comments, always showing love. So what's going on with you, Steve? How's it going today? Says my brother, hit those likes and subscribe, please. 3 and 2 feels good. It does, man. It feels wonderful. It does feel wonderful. And also, Steve, my client Devontae says he has a bone to pick with you. He said he's been hearing you said a lot of derogatory stuff towards him. So he has a bone to pick with you, Steve. So if you get a call from a unknown 404 number, that's Devontae. Pick up. J Black 142 in the building society. You hit Wild House yet? Sausage, egg, bacon, cheese, grit bowl, man. No, man, we ain't doing it. This ain't the Waffle House. The Waffle House will be Friday night. And my apologies because I couldn't do it this past Friday. I was actually babysitting, man. And I had her here, and she's 9 months years old. So, I was doing my babysitting thing for family. And she went to sleep like around 10:30. So, theoretically I could have still done it, but I didn't want to wake her up, ringing the bell and just talking. So I want to let her sleep in peace. And I had a great time. I had a great time. Our kids just can bring a lot of joy to you. So, looking forward to her coming back, chilling with me. Savage Falcon says, what up, Hottie? I guess you mean Toddy. I had to switch over to Facebook, man, trying to watch you while I'm working. I appreciate you being here, Savage. How you doing today, bro? How's it going? Jay Black says, O-line gets an A-, McGarry. Wolf is in the building. What's up with you, Wolf? Y'all make sure to subscribe to my guy, Wolf. If you're not already subscribed to Wolf, make sure to subscribe right now. Don't wait till this over. Just go ahead and subscribe right now. Run up the comments, run up the likes. And he got a lot of great content as well. Does some very great live streams also. So make sure to subscribe to my guy, Wolf. What's happening with you, Wolf? J Black 142 says there are some fans still not sold on Ridder. I should have worn my glasses. There are some fans still not sold on Ridder. Ridder deserves the same amount of time that Justin Fields received. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What Fields done got like 3 years? But this is the thing. I get what you're saying, Jay Black, but you got to keep in mind that's two different franchises. Just because franchise A does something, that don't mean franchise B gonna do something. Even though I get what you're saying, because look at Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson was drafted before both of them, and they didn't waste no time putting Zach on the bench. So, it just depends. It just depends. I don't necessarily think he should get the same amount of time that Justin Fields got. James says McGarry lost his job. Y'all think Caleb done lost his job already after getting that big payday? Y'all think Caleb done lost that spot over at right tackle? David says not so yet. It was one game, but I will not allow him to. I will now allow him to provide me with more information in the effort to change my mind. That's very fair and open-minded also. Good perspective. Winston says, great game by Ridder, but I need to see more of it. I need to see if this is him or was it a one-off. Need that consistency, and especially on the road. And that's kind of where I fall in there. Just be consistent with it, man. Be consistent with it, especially on the road. It's a good. As I was telling somebody, I was telling Strap in the group yesterday. We was talking about the same subject, and I said, Strap, there was one time where I was a real big Matt Ryan fanboy, believe it or not. You couldn't say nothing bad about Matt Ryan around me. If you did, there was going to be a debate going on. I was ready to go to war with Matt Ryan at one point in time. Yeah, me, believe it or not. Yeah, I was what we call a Ryan night. That was a big one too. Ooh, it's getting arguments every day about Matt Ryan, boy. And the reason I got like that is because Matt Ryan was at one point, he was consistently good. Keyword consistently. He was consistently good. So I bought into Matt Ryan. I was like, man, that's a good quarterback. It's a very good quarterback. The young Matt Ryan was like, man, it's a good quarterback. We're going to the playoffs every year. It's a good quarterback. He's going to eventually get it together and win the Super Bowl. But the thing with Matt, he was consistently good. Say what you want to say about Matt, but you can't never say he went consistent. In his younger years. I'm not talking about the last year in Atlanta, Indianapolis, Matt Ryan. I'm talking about his prime athletic years. He was consistent. Did he have some flaws? Yeah, all quarterbacks do. Even Mahomes got some flaws. But he was consistently good. And so when Desmond Ridder reaches that point, I'll buy in. I'll buy in. Once he hits that consistent point, I'll buy in. Facebook user says, not so, but it's a lot better than him just getting by. He balled out after being almost given up on. That's true. He still got to push. Yep, I can definitely agree with that. Let's see here. We got Reese Senior in the building. Says, Tidy, my dog. What's up with it? What's going on with you, bro? How's it going? How you doing today? Says, I ain't sold just yet. You got a lot more to prove for me. Yep, I can agree with that. That's kind of where I'm at with it, man. Like, hey, still a lot to prove. Not sold just yet. Yesterday was a good start though. You roll together more games like that. I'm on board, bro. I'm on board. I'm on board. James says Ridder has a possibility. Yep. Definitely possible. A lot of possibility, and he has some potential, I think, as well. Ree also said, that's my thing. Do it in a hostile environment. Yeah. He's going to be on the road against Tampa pretty soon, so we'll see how he responds on the road in Tampa. Washington game going to be at home. I think we're going to beat Washington. We are a 2.5 point favorites going opening up in this game, so I think we're going to beat Washington. Savage says he has had an amazing game, and I'm eating crow today. But I need to see it consistently and definitely on the road. I agree. Definitely agree. Definitely agree. Jay Black says Texans are a good team and CJ is playing well. Texans are an up-and-coming good team. Yeah, Texans going to be good. CJ Stroud going to be a problem, man. He going to be a problem. CJ look damn good. Unless Bijan just started playing like he played early in the year, 120 plus yards all purpose, and CJ starts playing bad, I think CJ gonna wrap up that rookie of the year. Because y'all know the NFL like to give all the awards to quarterbacks anyway. So Stroud already got an advantage because he played quarterback. Y'all know how that go. Jeremy in here. What's up with you, Jeremy? How you doing, bro? Hope all is well. Jeremy says a great career can only start with putting together good games consistently. Yeah. It seems like everybody's in agreement. I'm just continuing to see the word consistently or consistent or consistency. So it looks like the majority of people here in the chat are saying, hey, you got to be consistent with it, bro. We ain't going to just give you everything in just one game. Hell, Mariota had a great game before when he was here. Mariota won player of the week last year, 1 week. And by week 12, boy, we was ready to throw him out of Atlanta. We were ready to get him out of Atlanta so fast. Uncle Steve says, not yet, not personal. Great game yesterday, but need more. Connect a few solid performances together, then check in with me. I absolutely agree. Absolutely. Hey, just be consistent with it, man. Be consistent. Don't give us this great game yesterday and then come back next week against Washington and we on a roller coaster ride. Because I'm gonna tell you this. Now that you've been here, the fan base is gonna expect you to kind of stay here. We ain't gonna mind if you dip down a little bit. We understand, but you can't go back all the way down. Because then we're gonna forget about Sunday. Because Sunday you was here. Yesterday you was here. Now, if you watching and you drop all the way down there, well, we can't even see you, we're going to forget about Sunday. And we're going to focus on you just bad in Washington. But if you hear Washington game and then you just drop down a little bit, we good with that. but you can't fall off the map. As we all saying, you got to be consistent with it. Coach Davis says, no, I'm not sold. He had a good game, but his issues are still there. He has zero receiver progression. Wherever the play called for, as the number one receiver, he stares them down. He still throws high. Yeah, I saw some high passes yesterday. And like you say, the progression thing, I'm hoping that he'll get that together as time goes. But comment well taken. Coach said he is not sold yet. You know, Coach said one game ain't gonna sell him. One game ain't gonna sell him. You know, Ryan Leaf had one great game. It is an NFL career. You know, Eric says those are Brady fans. You correct. You absolutely correct. And I don't debate that at all, Eric. But you know the thing was they were trying to masquerade as Patriots fans. Because I used to see them all the time. So, man, I was a Brady fan back in '87. Man, well, excuse me. I was a Patriots fan back in '87. And I've been a Patriots fan before they won this first Super Bowl. I grew up a Patriots fan. You know, oh, man, I was a fan before Brady got here. I'm like, come on, y'all. Man, you didn't have a whole lot of people up in that area of the world in New England that was repping the Patriots like that. Like, come on, just like Eric said, just say you're a Brady fan. You ride with Brady. No need to lie, but I just say, hey, I'm riding with Brady, man. The team I used to root for, I got tired of them losing, and I just wanted to root for them winning. So I start going with Brady. You know, same thing with LeBron fans. You know, like but I will give LeBron credit. LeBron fans more credit. Because LeBron fans would proudly tell you, I go where Bron go. Them Patriots fans, they were a different breed. They were trying to act like they had been Patriots fans. So I do respect the LeBron fans because they just tell you straight up, I'm a LeBron fan, bro. If he leave LA and go play for the Hawks, I'm packing my bags. I'm going to Atlanta with Bron. They're honest about how they're doing their fansmanship. But them Brady, them Brady / Patriots fans, they were just fun. Let's see here. Facebook says they went to the Bucks bandwagon and now the Chiefs bandwagon. Yep. They sure went to Tampa when he went to Tampa. You absolutely correct. Lisa says it's fair and reasonable to want consistency from our quarterback. Absolutely. Definitely fair. You know, especially, you know, Lisa says you know better than I do, you know, our history. You know, you just want some consistency, man. You want something to be proud of as a fan. You know. Reese Singer says he shut a lot of us up, showed a lot of poise, and the leadership shined through. But dang, I need to see more. I agree. Totally agree. Jay Black says the criticism of Ridder against Detroit and Jacksonville has to take into consideration that the Lions and Jags defense are good. Those defenses have been giving other teams fit that people say are better. Jay Black, that is such a compelling statement that I want to dig into a little bit. Because you're right, those are some good defenses. I seen Detroit beat somebody up yesterday. I forget who they played, but they beat them up. And I think that's why people feel that way. They're looking at Detroit, Jacksonville defense. Okay, those are good defenses. Because like everybody who's a fan of the football, the NFL, or the Falcons, you know, we all know that you're not going to play the Texans in the playoffs. You're not going to play Carolina in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They know you're going to have to go through those Detroit Lions of the league, those good defenses in the league, those good teams in the league, those good quarterbacks in the league, if you want to get to your ultimate goal. So I think that's why a lot of people still do have reservations because they're looking at who we played. You know, Houston, Texas, I think their defense was ranked 16th or 17th. So they're a mediocre defense. You know, they're mediocre defense. So I think that's what a lot of people are looking at. Mediocre defense and a rookie quarterback. Okay, you better win that game. I think that's what a lot of people are looking at when they're still holding back. They say, okay, I'm glad we won, but talk to me in week 10, week 12. See where we at that time. Eric, what's up, Eric? Says not so yet, but he's on the right track. I hope he stays consistent. I agree with that, Eric. Totally agree. Reese Singer says New England had these fake fans. Ain't nobody talking about the past now. What they had? Yeah, right. You can't find a Patriots fan right now. Like somebody else said, I guess they went to Kansas City. I guess they Chiefs fans at this point. Facebook is the only person who chooses to be a fake Falcons fan is someone who enjoys heartbreak and heart attack. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't see the accolades of being a fake Falcon fan. Like, what is there to gain? Where is that to gain? Like, do you really want to sign up to get your heart broke? Where is that to gain? Like, where's the shining light in being a fake Falcons fan? I don't understand it. Definitely don't understand it. Kevin, what's up, bro? Says, yeah, that fake fan comment is when somebody you're debating with can't come back with a good rebuttal. Yep. And that's just, the old typical. Well, you're a fake fan because I don't agree with you. And I'm running out of stuff to refute your point. So I'm just going to call you a fake fan. You're absolutely right, Kevin. Absolutely right. Miss B in the building. How you doing today, Miss B? Miss B says, what's up, Tidy in chat? How's it going today, Miss B? Everything's good. Victory Monday. We're doing our victory lap today. We got Mitch checking in, says 3-2 feels good. Rise up, fam. Rise up to you, Mitch. It does feel good. It feels very good. Very, very good. Winston says, only Heat fans I ever met was my brother. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to your brother. And his best friend, and my other little brother, Mike Measy in ABG. So Winston does know some Heat fans. I know, like I said, I know a couple. But when they had the big three, man, everybody had just became a Heat fan all of a sudden. Let's see here. Travis says, well, my bad. Mitch says, put a couple more together. They don't have to all be 300-yard games, but definitely show some promise. I agree with that. That's a good comment. Travis says, consistency is the key. I agree with that as well. Norman Mills in the building. What's up with your big Norms? It's not so yet. Got to play more than one good game. Got to be consistent. Norman said, man, I've been a Falcons. I'm tell you, I'm going to translate Norman's comment for y'all because Norman trying to be nice and political. Norman said, you know what, bro? I've been a Falcons fan too damn long to let one game sway me or sell me. I done been through blown playoffs, leagues where I done got my heart broke and we won't even talk about the Super Bowl. So, no, I ain't sold. Boy, I need to come out there and they need to put together 4-5 more games like that. Then talk to me. See, that what Norman said. That Norman just being political, so I broke it down for him. Shout out to you, Norman. Brian in the building. What's up, Brian? Says Ridder has to show consistency for fans to be sold on him. There's that word again, consistency. I absolutely agree with you, Brian. What's going on? Totally agree. My guy Ray Ellison is in the building. What's up, with your big Ray? What's happening? Jeremy DePriest says, Toddy, you know who I want to talk about. You want to talk about, I know who you want to talk about, Jeremy. I know who you want to talk about. You want to talk about Kyle Pitts. You want to talk about Kyle Pitts. And Pitts had a very good game yesterday. He did. Now, Jeremy, you might not see our last show, but we stripped Kyle Pitts of the unicorn nickname. We stripped him. After the Jacksonville game, we stripped Kyle Pitts of the unicorn nickname. We stripped it. Now, I came yesterday after the game and I asked the people, I said, hey, y'all, Kyle had a pretty good game. Do y'all think we should give him his unicorn name back? The people that responded said, nope, not yet. Somebody said, you got to put up some more touchdowns before we give him the unicorn name back. So I know you're here to talk about Pitts, but I'm just forewarning you. We stripped him of the unicorn name. We no longer refer to Kyle as a unicorn. We are hoping that we can give him his name back one day, but until he earns it, we just call him Kyle Pitts. What's up, Jeremy? Let's see. Kevin says definitely not sold, but it's a good game to build on. I totally agree. Totally agree. What's up, Facebook user? How you doing? What's going on with you? Facebook user also says Ridder is good as long as he's progressing. Absolutely agree. Totally agree. Savage Falcons says Ridder has more wins in 9 games than Fields has in 3+ years. Banging on Justin Fields when you say that. Straight banging on Fields. Ballhead Falcons fans. Storm Norton a better pass blocker now. He sound like he banging on Caleb McGarry. I see y'all came to bang a little bit in here. Shawty Red on the track. What's up, Red? Says I need more. Red said you need to see a little bit more in that, man. Say, man, I ain't finna get TJ with one game, bro. I gotta see more than that. Eric, Red has weapons that we shouldn't have to wait. Y'all see what Purdy doing with all his weapons? No time needed. Yeah, Purdy just stepped in and he's went to work. Went to work. You do got Kyle Shanahan, but your point is very well taken. Savage Falcons, I think we should trade McGarry. Ooh. Man, that's saying a lot. We just paid him, man. We just paid him. Man. I don't know. You got that much? You got that much faith in his replacement or his backup? I should say Savage. Ms. B says the O-line was playing fine with McGarry before he got hurt. I agree with that. Totally agree with that. The replacement was good as well, but after one game, I don't think you can just say bench McGarry plus he just got paid. Yes, I absolutely agree with that, Ms. B. You said it perfect. You know, after one game, I don't think you can just bench him or necessarily just say trade him. And like you say, he just got paid. It has been a struggle for Caleb like these first 2 to maybe 3 games, but the last 2 games, Caleb has he's been playing better. He has been playing better. And I think we could say that really about the entire O-line. And we could even dig deep back into the they should have played more in preseason conversation because it kind of took them a longer than we would have liked for them to start gelling. But yeah, I hadn't give up. I'm like this B. I ain't give up on Caleb McGarry just yet. I hadn't given up on him yet. Not yet. Bisa 925 ENT. What's up, Bisa? Says career game, and we only had 7 points leading into the 4th. Good point. All 3 home games very similar. I need our offense to get in the end zone more frequently before I can throw a parade for the kid. I totally agree. That's a damn good point. You know, best game of your career, we still only, had 7 points going into the 4th quarter. Still was a struggle putting points on the board. And that's one of the main jobs of your quarterback as well as, your offensive coordinator, of course. So like Beast say, hey, we ain't about to line up on Peachtree Street just yet and do the parade thing. Let's do a little bit longer. I mean, let's get a little bit more from you. You good, Red? You good. What's up with you? Savage says, I really hope he learns that Black Ice nickname in the coming weeks. Who are you talking about? I might have missed that. Bisa also says, in all 3 games, we didn't put up points to the 4th. Defense kept us in the game until we woke up. I want to see how that goes when facing a veteran quarterback. I agree with that as well. Totally agree. Our defense really has been phenomenal, man. Defense has been good enough for us to be really 5-0. Defense has been great. It has some times where they, had some lapses here and there, but they've been good. They've been very, very good, actually. Ms. B says CJ was very good. I like him. Excuse me. Very smart and didn't play like a rookie. Wish we could have got him. Yeah, I was on that. I was definitely on the draft CJ Stroud train. That's who I wanted to get last year, man. That's who I really wanted to get. I wanted us to go get CJ Stroud. And he didn't look like a rookie yesterday. His poise and the way he stands in the pocket, the way he actually goes through his progressions, like he's gonna be a superstar. I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes his generation's Mahomes, so to speak. Facebook says looks like Ridder and Hollis made up. Yeah. I'm sure there was a conversation had after the game. And that's how football is. It's full of emotions. But yeah, it was good to see Mac Hollins go over there after the touchdown and kind of, embrace his quarterback, let you know, like, hey, ain't no hard feelings, man. Just had to snap on you last week, kid. It comes with the territory. Reese says we need to keep the intensity going too. Drake bust down there every vein in his head yesterday. Showed some fire. Yeah, he did. That's one thing I like about Drake. The champagne popping. He plays with a lot of intensity and a lot of emotion. I like to see that. Bisa says, Shaw put up 460 off the bench. I need to see something different to believe he's a franchise quarterback. That's very fair. Very, very fair. Red says no more games with multiple turnovers. You're probably gonna have a few more. That's probably gonna be part of his learning curve. Spirited Whiskey, where you been? I ain't seen in a minute. Says y'all need to relax. Of course, he needs to be more consistent, but we'll continue to find continuity in his play if the O-line does their part like this week. Y'all ready to throw Ridder out? Yeah, we were getting you right. We were getting to that point. We were ready to, hey, come get this guy, man. Come get this guy, man. Come get this guy. Yes, we were. We was getting to that point. We was about Spirited Whiskey. We was about 1 or 2 games away from saying, get this boy off this field and bring Taylor Heineke or somebody else in. But Spirited Whiskey, was it not warranted, though? That's the question I want to ask you. Was it not warranted? Was it not warranted, though? That's the real question I want to ask you. Did those 2 games leading up until yesterday's game not warrant some fans to, be at their wits' end? Because, Spirit, I'm going to be honest. I seen a lot of people who was Ridder supporters after the Jacksonville game say, okay, that's it. I try to support this kid. I try to have faith in him, but he ain't got it. I seen a lot of people saying that. And when I say a lot of people, I mean not just 1 or 2. I seen a lot of people saying that. Lisa said we caught just a small glimpse of what this offense could be. We still haven't had a full 4 quarters of good offensive football. I totally agree with you on that, Lisa. Totally agree with you on that. With you on that. Also, y'all, I got some stats for y'all today. Oh, let me light my cigar. I brought some stats with me today. We're about to get into the player grades, but I brought some stats that I want to give y'all. I brought some stats with me today. Since we're going to do some grades, we're going to talk about some stats real quick, too. So let's talk about some stats real quick. Let's start off with the offense. Offense is 20th overall in total offense right now. This including yesterday's game. So we have the 20th best offense in the NFL currently. Definitely a lot of room for improvement. 20th best offense. We are 27th in scoring offense, averaging 16.6 points per game. That's not good. That is not good. That's not good. Even yesterday, what we had, 21 points. We gotta find a way to score more points. 27th in scoring offense. We gotta find a way to score more points. Now, this stat surprised me. It may or may not surprise you. The Falcons are currently 13th. Currently 13th in the NFL in rushing. I was surprised. Not gonna lie to you, I was very surprised when I looked that up. Atlanta Falcons are currently 13th in the NFL in rushing, averaging 121.6 yards per game as a team running the football. We were 3rd last year. I still remember we had Jeff on here when he gave his predictions. Jeff said we'd be right outside the top 10 in rushing this year. Jeff also said that the Lions and the Jaguars was going to whoop us. So, Jeff, I might need to holler at you about some lottery numbers, buddy, because, you the youngest in charge, but so far everything you saying hasn't been true. But hopefully we can get that rushing number up. We also currently 23rd in the NFL in passing offense. We're averaging 195.2 yards passing per game. So just under 200 yards per game throwing. Currently ranked 23rd. Definitely want to get that up also. Definitely want to get that up. So those are some offensive stats. I got some defensive stats for y'all too. Believe it or not, yes, I'm talking about the Atlanta Falcons when I'm saying this. The Falcons are currently 7th in total defense in the NFL. We're ranked 7th in total defense in the NFL. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons. 7th. Also, we are ranked top 10. We actually ranked number 10 in points allowed per game also. And we were allowing 19.2 points per game as a defense. That's top 10. That's right at 10. That's what you want. We're currently ranked 15th in rushing defense. So we need to get that number up. That's average. We need to bring that number up. We're allowing 104.4 yards rushing per game. We need to get that number up. And also I'm very glad to say this. We're ranked 7th in passing defense. That has been something that we have stunk at for decades. Passing defense, and people knew when they come play us, they're about to put up 400 yards. But we ranked 7th. We only giving up 190 yards per game to other teams throwing the football. So just some quick stats, y'all. You know, a lot of room for improvement there. But yeah, this is a quick stats. I see Larry checking in for the Dixon Way. And also, y'all make sure to wish Larry a very happy birthday. Today is his birthday. So I wish you happy birthday, Larry. I hope you have a great, blessed day, brother. And as we said on Facebook earlier, I'm sure the Braves are going to give you a great birthday present because we're gonna come out here and we're going to bomb on Philly tonight. Actually, in about another hour, the game starts. We're going to bomb on Philly. So y'all make sure to wish Larry from the Dixon Way a happy birthday. Provides him and Shonda. They do a phenomenal job on their channel. If you're not already following them, make sure to follow the Dixon Way at the Dixon Way. You see it right there on the screen. You can even click on the profile. Make sure you subscribe to them. Run up the likes, run up the comments. And again, make sure to wish my guy Larry a very, very happy birthday. All right, let's get to the player grades, y'all. Let's get to the player grades. We're gonna go through these real quick. Because again, I ain't want to stay on here very, very long. So let's get to the player grades. Let's see. We normally start off with defense. So let's go defense again to start. Let's start off with a guy I don't think we graded yet all season. A guy that we got in a trade in the off season from a team that already beat us this year, Detroit Lions. So let's start with Jeff Okudah, if we can. Let's start with Jeff. Jeff Okudah yesterday had, let me get the Jeff. Had a total of 6 tackles, 5 solo tackle, and he assisted on 1 tackle. Of course, he didn't have any tackles for loss. He didn't have any passes deflected. But again, Jeff Okudah had 6 total tackles, 5 solo tackles. So if you will, give me your grade for Jeff Okudah. We're going to use a scholastic grading system here from A+ to F. So what grade would y'all give for Jeff Okudah yesterday? Drop your grade in the comments, please. And we are grading Jeff Okudah also. So y'all let me know what y'all will give Jeff Okudah for his grade yesterday in the game. Let's see. David says a C. Didn't do enough in the passing game. I can dig it. I can respect it also. So David gives him a C. James comes in. James says, I give him a C also. I could definitely respect that. And again, we are grading y'all Jeff Okudah. So drop your grade for Jeff Okudah. Let us know what you would grade Jeff Okudah for yesterday. Let's see. Winston says a B+. Jeff stopped the run. Pierce was about to break off single-handedly. So Winston gives him a B+, which is a very good grade. All right. So any other grades coming in? We are grading Jeff Okudah, y'all. Let me know what you think for Jeff Okudah yesterday. Larry says C+ for his first full game. I can dig that. Definitely can dig that. It's good to have Jeff Okudah back too. You know, definitely good to have him back. We have missed him. You know, with Trey Flowers out there. Y'all boy Trey Flowers. Jay Black says Jeff Okudah B+. So Jay Black gives him a B+. Facebook user says B. Although that pass interference was a bad, man, that was come on, Rev. He made contact like 3-4 yards off the ball. Like, I agree with your Facebook user. Don't get me started. I agree. Corey, what's up, Corey? How you doing, bro? So C+. He is coming back from an injury and hasn't played long, so he gives him a C+. Eric gives him a B- with that pass interference. A call that I did not like at all. I ain't like it at all. Mike checking in. Mike gives him a B. All right, so any other grades for Jeff Okuda before we move to the next player? We are grading Jeff Okuda. Let's see, we got any other grades pop up for Jeff. Doesn't look like. So let's go to the next person, y'all. The next person we're going to grade right now. Let's go with D. Don't call me Robert Alford. Let's go with D. Alford. Let's give D. Alford a grade, y'all. Let me give y'all his numbers. He had a total of 6 tackles, 4 solo tackles. He also had a big tackle for loss. That was a great play. Great play by D. Alford. And he also had 2 pass deflections as well. Now, we are grading D. Alford, just to repeat once again. I'm going to give y'all his stat line. 6 total tackles, 4 solo tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and he had 2 pass deflections. And that's for D. Alford. So what do y'all give D. Alford for yesterday's game? Let me know what y'all give him. Man, it's T checking in the building. It's just tired of what's happening, bro. I'm chilling, man. How you doing, bro? Good to have you in here, man. How you feeling today? And we are grading D. Alford, y'all. What's y'all grade for D. Alford? Dixon Wade says D. Alford A+. Ooh, impressive grade. Impressive grade. Very impressive. D was the highest graded defender from PFF this past game also, by the way. Matty T says a B+. James checking in. James says, hey, he played his butt off. He did. He played very well. I agree with you on that, James. And D has given us a lot of good football since we got him, man. He has. Even on special teams, even on special teams. Eric says, hey, that dude was everywhere around the ball. I agree. Definitely agree. David says, hey, strong in the run game and the pass breakup was important. Yep. Very well said. Dixon West says, D. Alford was a dog out there yesterday. He was. He plays with a lot of intensity. I like his game. I really like his game. Mike checking in. Mike says A-. That's a great grade. So Mike was obviously very, very impressed. Winston says an A+, another A+. Alford has been balling all season, and for him to shoot the gap that Dupree opened up for the tackle for loss was a thing of beauty. That was a great play. Excellent play. Excellent open field tackle, man. Corey gives him a B+. Yeah, so it looks like D. Alford had a good game. Y'all giving him them but high marks. We got Skyzoo checking in on YouTube. What's up, Skyzoo? Says D gets a B+. I agree. Great game by that guy, man. Jay Jones in the building. What's up with you, Jay? That boy was balling. B+ to A. Jay said he's undecided, but hey, at the worst, B+, at the best, he'll give him an A. Either way, it's a great game. And a great game. Great grade. Excuse me. Jay Black said D off for B+ on run support and pass. I dig it. Abel checking in. What's up, Abel? So D showed up yesterday. Definitely an A. Definitely an A. Ballhead Falcons fans, A+. Great grades. Jay Jones, he locked it up in the 4th. Savage Falcon says the D offer gets an A-. I love it. Matty T says, do you think Jesse Bates is the reason why our defense is playing as good as they are? He's a big reason. He's definitely a big reason. I don't think it's him solely. I think it's just a combination of the people we added in the offseason, along with some people that we already had here. I won't say he's the sole reason, but he is a big reason. He makes a big difference back there in the defensive backfield. So excellent marks there for D. Alford. I don't think nobody else is gonna get a high grade to him, but I'm gonna take that back. Do we need to grade anybody else on defense? Let's see. Let's go with Big Nate Dog. Let's go Nate Landman, who's currently filling in for Troy Anderson, who was our leading tackler yesterday. So we're going to grade Nate Landman at this time, y'all. This is his stat line. He had 7 total tackles, 3 solo tackles, and 1 quarterback hit. He didn't have any tackles for loss. But again, let me give you that stat line one more time. We are grading Nate Landman. Drop your grade in the comments section. Nate had 7 tackles, 3 solo tackles, no tackles for loss, and he had 1 quarterback hit. So please drop your grade for Nate Landman. Let me know what you think Nate did. Jay says, I think he set the tone. I think he talking about Bates when he said that. Zigzag, what's up? Says Nate Lamon is solid. I agree. See, Matty T gives Nate a B plus easily. Savage Falcons, he stepped his game up when we drafted Clark Phillips. And I think you are talking about the offer when you say that. And we're grading just a bit, not just a base. We're grading. Who are we grading right now? Good Lord. Nate Lamon, my bad, y'all. Winston says Jason Bates back there, quarterback, and has gotten the secondary in line and it's showing along with Jerry Gray. I totally agree. Zigzag says Nate is a thumper. Solid B. Ballhead Falcons fans gives Nate a A. Eric also gives him a solid A for Nate. Attempted the interception. We need to do a grade for Bud Dupree. David Starr says B minus, good game overall, but he just keeps getting drawn up on the boot action. Got to stop that. And I think that'll come with some time too. I think it'll come with time, experience, and also recognizing what the defense is going to do pre-snap. At least I hope it will. Winston says a B, you can see his natural instincts at middle linebacker showing, and he's making an impact. I totally agree with you on that. Totally agree. Savage Falcons says Jesse Bates is the best free agent signing since John Abraham. Bang. That's something we may have to debate one day, Savage Falcon. Because I think you can make that argument for Michael Turner. I think you can make that up. Well, did Michael Turner and Abe come around this? I think Abe was here first, if I remember correctly. Y'all help me out on that. I'm getting old. But you can have an argument for Turner, and you can definitely also, when people say that, you can also have that argument for Alex Mack too. Because I don't think Alex Mack get enough credit for what he did when we brought him in the fold. I think he was really the missing piece to getting us to the Super Bowl. Let's see. Abel says another A for Nate. Toddy, do you think he's playing better than Troy or no? Yes. Easy answer for me. Yes, he is. I think he's playing better than Troy. I think he fills gaps better than Troy. I think he shares blocks better than Troy. And a lot of that probably is due to his experience being a linebacker. You know, Troy done played all over the field in college and high school. He hasn't been a linebacker for very long. And you can just see that Nate has the nuances more down packed than Troy did. And also Nate doesn't look as lost in coverage. I mean, neither one of them are like exceptional coverage linebackers. You don't expect them to be. They're not built like that. But I think Nate does a better job of passing coverage situation than Troy did. I wouldn't mind seeing Troy move somewhere outside. Use his speed and athleticism to his advantage. Jason's Nate in the star lineup. I'm with it. I'm with it too. Savage Falcons says Nate gets a B minus. The Dixon Way says A feels the hold the way a middle linebacker is supposed to. Yep, that's what I just said myself. So we definitely agree on that, Larry. You know, that's what I like to see from our middle linebacker. Like, look, you're not gonna always make that tackle, but you gotta feel that hole, man. You can't go in there timid. And unfortunately, that's what I be seeing from Troy sometimes. Sometimes I just see Troy get in that hole. He go full speed ahead, and when it's time to make that impact, he kind of tense up a little bit. Like, oh, attack, Troy. Attack, man. You what? About 245. Go ahead and attack. But that'll probably come with time. Alberto says, Asante picked 6 Samuels. That's a good one. Asante came in. He was balling that first year, man. Definitely. I believe Abe was here first. I think so, too. I think he was, too. Something is telling me in the back of my mind, Abe got here before Turner did. Maybe like a year or two beforehand. Savage says Asante Samuel was super old by the time we got him. Nate, I think you said Nate Lamb here probably has taken that middle linebacker spot over Troy Anderson next year. Possibly, man. If he continues playing like he's playing right now, yeah. Definitely. Zigzag says Tony G was solid. Yeah, Tony G was real good, but I believe we traded for Tony G. I'm pretty sure we got him via trade, if I'm not mistaken. No, you good. You good, Savage Falcon. You totally fine. My phone, I do the same thing all the time. Dom says B minus for Nate taking Troy spot. Okay, so Nate got some pretty good grades. So let's go to our next player here. Let's see here. Do we need to go anybody else? Anybody else? I think we'll end it right there on defense, yo. Trying to see if anybody we need to touch on defense. Let's see. Let's go Calais Campbell. Nah, we won't do Calais. He got hurt. He didn't play a full game. We'll go ahead and we'll go to the offense. We'll go to offense. So let's jump to the offensive side of the ball. Give me just a second here, y'all. Let me go up. So the guys were great on defense. Y'all, we gave them some great grades. So let's go to offense. Let's start on offense with Jono Smith. Jono Smith had a total of 6 receptions for 67 yards. He averaged 11 yards per catch. Longest catch of the day was 22 yards. He got us 3 first downs, and he had 7 targets. And also he had 37 yards after catch. I'm going to start giving the yards after catch too, because I think that's a big stat when you're judging pass catches. I'll give you those numbers one more time. Jono Smith had 6 receptions, 67 yards, 11 yards per attempt. His longest catch of the day was 22 yards, 3 first downs on 7 targets, 37 yards per attempt. 37 yards after catch. 37 yards after catch. So what's y'all grade for Jono Smith? He also had a fumble as well. I'm going to add that in there too. So y'all go ahead and give me y'all grade for Jono Smith, please. Winston said, if Nate continues to play like this all season, I can see us dropping Carter and let Troy take a spot on the roster. No, that's a good idea. I can see that too. I mean, Carter solid, but he just not. He ain't a game changer. You know, he's like a depth guy. Carter kind of reminds me of Mikael Walker a little bit. Not playing style, but like their roles on the team. They're more like bench depth guys. False start Falcon in the better. What's up, False Start? How you doing today, bro? How's it going? Says, what's good, y'all? Nate's a better linebacker. We reached on Troy, unfortunately. I totally agree, False Start. I totally agree, bro. I just think when I watch Nate play, man, I just see a better linebacker than when I watch Troy play. And I'm still gonna give Troy more time, but I tend to agree with False Start when I say that's probably was a reach. I think Troy is more 3rd to 5th round talent and not 2nd round. You know, at this point I agree with you, False Start. Troy just don't jump off the paper when I look at Troy play. I don't see it yet. He's more of a developmental linebacker at this point. David says, and we're grading Jono Smith here, says B would have been A, but that fumble, yep. Gotta agree with you on that. Got to agree with you on that. Let's see. Jay Jones says, could have been more. He dropped some key passes. I think he's talking about Jono Smith. James says Jono Smith gets a B+. That's a good grade. Alberto says B-. He dropped a couple would-be first downs. Facebook user gives Jono Smith a B+. Savage Falcon says it's Jono Smith C+. Would have been a B+ without the fumble. I could dig that. Hey, man, you got to take away some points when you put the ball on the ground. I totally agree. Dom says a B. Winston says a B-. That slip block on the trick play was nice, but that fumble, yeah, everybody said that fumble. Hey, man, you can't put the ball on the ground. You cannot put the ball on the ground. You just can't do it. Eric Parker says Jono gets a B-. Needs to protect. Yep, everybody saying need to protect the ball. Yep. Dixon Waits, Larry says C+ due to the fumble. Sorry, not sorry, but dude can catch. Yep. And see, he would have graded out great if he don't fumble the ball. And we are rightfully giving him demerits for fumbling the ball. You can't fumble the football. Savage says, when we drafted Troy Anderson and they said he was a former quarterback, I had a big question mark about him being our starting. Yeah, I did too, to be honest. But I was just trying to I'm trying to be patient. And like I said, I ain't giving up on him yet, but when you draft somebody like that in the second round, I don't know. You kind of want to draft somebody who's played that position naturally, and it won't take them 2 to 4 years to actually learn the position. I think Troy's still at the point where he's just still learning the position. Ballhead Falcons fans says Jono Smith gets a B minus. A B minus. And Eric Parker says, do you think Jono fumbled in New England? When you say that, Eric, like, what do you mean exactly? And that way I know exactly what you're asking me. And while I wait on him to respond, let's go to our next guy. Let's go to the Champagne Poppy. Let's go to Drake London. Drake yesterday had a total of 6 receptions. Drake had 78 receiving yards. He averaged 13 yards per attempt. 13 yards per catch. His longest reception of the day was 32 yards. He got us 5 first downs. He was targeted 9 times, which was second best on the team for targets. He had 16 yards at the catch. Again, what is y'all grades for Drake London? While y'all typing your grades, I'm going to repeat his stat line. Drake London had 6 receptions, 78 yards, 13 yards per attempt. Longest reception of the game was 32 yards. He had 5 first downs. He was targeted 9 times with 16 yards at the catch. And even though this don't show up on the stat sheet, I want to make sure to include it because I was hella impressed by it. But when we ran the trick play, when we did the flea flicker and Drake ended up with the ball, y'all remember that stutter step move Drake made to elude the defender and still get the ball off with his left hand? I just feel like I need to include that because, see, the stat sheet ain't going to show that. You know, how what he did athletically to help us complete that pass. And also, stat sheet do show it a little bit. Drake was 1 for 1 throwing the ball. I got to give him that. 1 for 1 throwing the ball for 22 yards. So we included that in his stat line, and they gave him a QB rating also yesterday of 119. So what's y'all grade for Drake London? Zigzag said those 3 third down conversions from Jono Smith. Yeah, he was big with that, man. He was big. Jono has been a great addition to the team this year. I'm loving what I see from him. I'm gonna be honest. When we got him, I didn't think he'd be this good, you know. But man, he looks like a monster out there for us. David Starr says B+. The catch on the back shoulder throw was beautiful and strong. Yeah, I'm starting to think Drake might be the best back shoulder receiver as far as catching the ball in the league. Drake can catch that pass, man. It might be a stretch there. You know, I'm a Falcons fan, so I see Drake a lot. But he got to be one of the best. He can catch that back shoulder pass, man. Eric says, Jono not protecting the ball. Is that why he was a free agent or he didn't work well with the New England system? I'm really not sure. I think he might have been a salary cap casualty in New England. I'm not certain, Eric. If anybody can give us a clarification in the comment, I would appreciate it. But I think he was a salary cap casualty. But again, I'm not positive. False start gives Draco a B+. Miss B gives Drake a B. Winston checks in as an A. When we finally started targeting him, Drake was cooking. Yep, he was. Started off slow, but once we got him involved in the offense, you're right, Winston, he started cooking. Facebook user says an A. Zigzag says Drake gets a B+. Champagne Poppy. Savage says a Drake for A-. Miss B said that's true because that play was about to go wrong. It was, and he just made that move and completed the pass with his left hand. Man, I was hella impressed. I love to see that. Alberto says give London an A. He juked the pass play to make the first down. Yep. Definitely did. See, Eric Parker says London gets an A. He did his thing. So Champagne Poppy getting a lot of good grades. Getting a lot of good grades. Let's see my dog Smitty Sports Machine checking in. What's going on, Smitty? And if y'all are not already subscribed, make sure to check out Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. Click the profile. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Run up the comments. Run up the likes. And also go check out the post-game show from yesterday that's on his YouTube channel. I made a special guest appearance on there, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for having me as well, Smitty. I definitely always appreciate you, bro. Says Tidy, what up? I'm sold. Smitty says I'm sold because he worked on the things I was worried about. Can he keep it up? Don't know, but we'll definitely find out. So Smitty said he is sold. And I'm going to be honest, Smitty, you one of the few people that done said they are sold. I think it was you and maybe one or two other people. Most people said they're not sold yet. Savage says, don't forget, Drake had a completed pass. Yeah, he did. Look damn good, too. He looked damn good. That might be our Muhammad Sanu, because, you know, Sanu could throw the ball. Sanu could really throw the ball, so that might be our new Sanu. Falstar said, I take it back. After all that in consideration, Draco gets an A. He did a lot yesterday. He did. He really did, man. Drake, he played very well yesterday. And he started off slow. Nixon Way says, Drizzy Drake gets an A+ for me. With the he got Moss catch and the left-hand pass on the tomfoolery wide receiver pass play. That was a damn good play with him getting the ball off and throwing it with his left hand. I had to go back and look at that a few times yesterday. I was like, damn, that's a good ass play. Dude, look, did he play quarterback at any point in high school? I don't think he played in college. He played quarterback. He looked like he had some little quarterback on him because, like, a lot of times a wide receiver will panic in that position because they're not used to. Because now they got to think. They know they got to throw the ball, but now they got to think because they didn't think that they were going to have to elude a defender. So he eludes the defender and still realizes I got to make the pass. Because a lot of times a receiver, they're going to elude the defender. Okay, I'm just going to run this a busted play. Let me try to pick up 2 or 3 yards. But for him to make the defender miss and still had the frame of mind to complete the pass with his left hand, bro, that shit was awesome. Miss B says, right, I take that. I take the B back for Drake. I forgot the pass play. He gets an A. So that's another upgraded grade. James says, Drake, A-. He was working out there. Mike says, London gets a B+. So, man, Drake got some great grades. David starts that Jonah just didn't work in New England offensive dysfunction. All right, so David said it didn't work, you know. Appreciate that, David, for letting us know. Thank you. Corey gives him an A also. Winston says Jonah didn't work well with New England systems. So that's the second person that said it. So if Winston and David said they know what they talking about, that's what it is. Appreciate y'all letting us know that also. They had DCs working as OCs. New England wasted a year of that man's career. I'm glad we got him. Worked out perfect for us. Smitty says London gets an A. Use him to his strength. Definitely did. Especially the second half of the game. Dom says I changed mine to an A. Another upgraded grade. Abel checking in says Drake is clutch. Definitely cleaned up the ball. Cleaned up his ball security. That's another A. Winston says Drake is ambidextrous. He's right-handed, but say he does certain things left-handed. I can relate. I write with my left. I eat with my right. I shoot with my right. And my strong hand is my right. You know, so if I was boxing, I'm gonna be a right-handed boxer. But I write with my left. So I can relate. Ballhead Falcons fan says he played quarterback freshman in high school. Okay. I seen a little quarterback in it, man. I knew he had to have a look because he was thinking, because most wide receivers, they're gonna panic at that point. They're gonna duck the ball. They said, let me just try to get 2 or 3 yards. It's a busted play. Alberto says, Drake. That shit was so funny. If I don't pronounce your name correct, I apologize to you. But Dashariah Stewart says, let's be honest, Desmond is him. The second half, he had 3 incomplete passes and went for 240. It's crazy. Y'all gonna put some respect on his name. So D. Stewart came here banging on y'all. Say, put some respect on Big Dog Dez his name. Show him respect. Say he is him. I can dig it, Dr. Rod Stewart. Appreciate the comment. Thank you for checking in also. Savage said Drake said in a post-game interview he played quarterback. Okay, see. I didn't even see the interview, but I could just see it like, okay, this guy done played quarterback before. Because I keep saying this, but 95% of the receivers are gonna panic in that situation. They're not gonna get the ball off. If they do manage to make the defender miss, which Drake did, they're gonna keep running. They're gonna view it as a broken play because they're gonna panic. But Drake didn't panic. I could tell he's been in that situation before. So yeah, he looked like a former quarterback. Drake London did play basketball. Yeah, he was good too. Drake got some ups, man. There's some videos on YouTube with him participating in the slam dunk contest. Ava says David is right. Jono played under the feared Matt Patricia offense. Oh, Matt Patricia. Ain't heard that name in a minute. My dog 3 dirty in the building. What's happening with your 3? Always glad to have you in here, bro. Says Houston stayed in a stacked box and made Ridder pass until they had to come out of it. Now the tape is out on the Falcons. Now the tape is out on a complete Falcons offense. Can we be a threat now? I think we can. If Ridder continues to do what he's doing and continues to progress as a quarterback, get better every week, yeah, we can. Because by doing that, he's going to continue to build his confidence, and Arthur Smith is going to be more confident in him and feel like he can continue to open up his playbook. So, yeah, we will. I hate to say it all lays on Ridder's shoulder, but a lot of it lays on Ridder's shoulder because we went over the defensive stats. Defense is virtually top 10 in all the big stats, but one is the offense that's been kind of lacking behind this year. So, hey, offense can do their job, but we're going to be a problem. Facebook uses London gets an A. Savage Falcon says Jono Smith is not the yes man type of person that Bill Belichick won't. So it sounds like he's saying Jono Smith was banging on Bill Belichick too. All right, so let's go to our next guy on offense. Y'all, let's see. Jono Smith has some great grades. Who's next here, y'all? Who's gonna go with next? Let's go. Oh yeah, we gotta do Kyle Pitts. Because we banged on him so hard last week. So we got to see if he redeemed himself in the eyes of the voters who giving out the grades. So let's go Kyle Pitts next. Since we stripped him of his unicorn name, let's see what grade we're going to give Pitts. So let's go over his stat line. Kyle Pitts got involved early in the game yesterday, which was great. Early and often. He was our leading receiver yesterday. He had 7 receptions for 87 yards. He averaged 12.4 yards per catch. Longest catch of the day was 20 yards. He got us 5 first downs. And he also had 11 targets, which was a team leading 11 targets. And he got just 4 yards after the catch. So pretty much every time he caught the ball, he got tackled. But drop your grade for Kyle in the comments. And let me give y'all that stat line one more time. Kyle Pitts, 7 receptions, 87 yards. 12.4 yards per reception. Longest catch of the day was 20 yards. No touchdowns, but he did have 5 first downs on 11 targets, 4 yards after the catch. So, drop your grade for Kyle. Miss B look like she about to bang back. Miss B said Desmond is not him. Yet he played well in one game. Stop the cap. That's Araya. You don't get crowned as him after one game. So she banged back on you. Desiree, Miss B banging on you. James says Pitts gets an A-. He really worked. I can agree on that. He says Desmond shaking my head. David Starr says B+, ran decent routes. Yeah, I noticed that too. And in my opinion, that's what happens when you get your guy involved early, man. He becomes engaged. He becomes engaged. If he's not involved in the offense, it's gonna be difficult for him to be engaged all game. So maybe that's the key to success for for this offense. Get calling ball early, man. You know, even if you got to run him a little screen that you know ain't gonna get but 3 or 4 yards, just get him involved early. Get him involved early. False start said A+. He said, "Give me my name back." False start, should we give him his name back after one game? Because most people saying false start, he ain't earned it back yet. So I want to know your opinion, false starts. Do he get his name back? Let's see. Eric Parker says B+. B+. Ms. B said Des was back in the closet and full of it. You know they gonna rep now. Let's see. He's talking to me. B. Dashariah says he played 9 games in his career, 5-4 as a starter. You sound like the rest don't know nothing about football, but thank you. So Dashariah, bang back in the comments. Mike says good game, B+. Facebook user says an A for Kyle Pitts. I can dig that. Facebook user says B+ grade will pop up with more involvement in targets. I can dig that too. Winston says an A+. Play calling in the red zone cost him a touchdown, but he was cooking with a strained hammy. You could see the route from time to time. I didn't notice it, bro, but appreciate you letting me know. It's going to take a little while to get over the atrophy. Am I saying that right? Atrophy? I don't know if that's a typo or not. So let's see here. The Dixon Way said off to the Braves game. Enjoy the game, fam. I know you will. He says Bijan gets a B due to the fumble, but would have been an A+ with that catch. With catching the ball on his back. Pitts A+, Desmond Ridder A+. He won the game with his arm, and I'm out. Peace out to you, bro. Peace out. That's the birthday boy checking out. Dashariah says pulls. Hold on. Is that saying Pitts is clearly? I think he's saying Pitts. Pitts, it clearly was a breakout game for Desmond. Plus, it clearly was a breakout game for Desmond Ridder. So stop the hate on my quarterback one. I'm banging on y'all. So that's right here, just banging on us. Okay, I can dig it, man. I dig it. Savage Falcons says Pitts because of A- would have been A+, but still no touchdowns. Now that's fair. That's very fair. That's very fair. 3 dirty. Yo, Todd heard the rumor that Arthur Smith didn't call the offense. Oh shit. You heard that now. 3 dirty. Where you heard it at? Cause I ain't heard that yet, bro. I ain't seen that nowhere. Where you heard it at, 3 dirty? I ain't seen it. Y'all heard? Anybody else heard that? I ain't heard that at all. I gotta look into that, bro. Alberto says A-, was it me or was he playing like a tight end? Yes, he was. Definitely was. Mike says not even a nub yet. Has to get more catches and scores. Yeah, we got to get some more touchdowns out of it, man. Got to get more touchdowns. Beast 925 says Dez QBR Sunday was an 80. 5 of his 9 games are less than half of that, including his last 2 with a QBR of 9 and 15. Ooh, Dez ain't earned nothing. I can dig that. I did notice he went into the game, speaking of his scores, he went into the game with a 40 PFF score. He pulled it up to a 52 after yesterday's game. So still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. And I agree with most of y'all. Like, can't give it to him just after one game. Gotta be a little more consistent with it. Ricky says, tired did Smith take the training wheels off? I think yesterday he did. Now, are they fully off the rest of the way going forward? I don't know. I think we're gonna have to take that wait and see approach, Ricky. I don't know. You know, hopefully they are, but like I say, I think that's gonna depend on how Ridder plays going forward. You know, gonna have this Washington game, and I'm real interested to see how we perform on the road. Tampa, you know, a division game, more of a hostile environment. Because we know the Tampa fans gonna come to try to rattle Ridder if they can. Winston, a trophy. I hope I'm saying that right, bro. It's the muscle weakening from not being used. That knee injury set his leg muscles back, so the knee is better, but the muscle around it are weak. Okay, I know exactly what you mean. I appreciate you enlightening me on that. Ricky said I'm just asking for a friend. Corey said, yeah, well, you heard that. Yeah, well, you hit it at 3:30. You got to give us some more insight, bro. Beatsa says Pitts can't be a unicorn without a unicorn resume. He's simply Kyle. So Beatsa say he ain't got the name back. That's what most people are saying. Like, man, you gotta have to earn that nickname back. Ricky says Pitts a B plus. 3:30 said I have to go back and check my podcast playlist. I was driving while listening. Well, let us know. You know, even if we are off the air, write it in the comment section or somewhere. So because I want to check it out. Definitely want to check it out. Zigzag says, I highly recommend y'all go to the games. The band's finally loud, and we slowly gaining the home field advantage. That's what we need. And I said it earlier when I first came on there. Shout out to the fan base, because you know they have been much improved this year. You can even hear it on TV. You know, fans are making a difference. You know, you can hear the "We Ready" chants on the field. Also, I know I heard it at least one time yesterday, and I've heard it in previous games as well. Bob Star said, apparently when the non-believers talk trash about Red, he responds, so I'm in favor for trash and Red for the rest of the season. Okay. I like that. I like it. Because I was saying the other day, you know these guys, they pay a little attention to what's being said about them. You know, especially at their ages, you know, they grew up in the social media area. So they're checking out what people are saying on Twitter and Instagram, YouTube, you know, all the social media outlets. They're checking. They're seeing what's being said about their name. Facebook user Smith really don't need to call plays. Tyler need the ball more. All right, so let's go to our next person here that we're gonna grade. Let's go to Bijan. Let's grade Bijan. Rushing Bijan had 14 attempts for 46 yards. He only averaged 3.2 yards per attempt yesterday. Longest rush was 13 yards. He picked up 3 first down for us. No rushing touchdowns at all. And as far as receptions, he had 2 receptions yesterday for 12 yards, 6 yards per reception. And he had that one magnificent touchdown that I'm sure y'all have seen at least 10 times now. Seems like he has one of those plays every game. And that was a damn good one. I seen some people calling him Allen Iverson. Had the ball behind his back. Man, then was faking with the ball behind his back. But let me give you his numbers again. Bijan Robinson, 2 receptions for 12 yards, 6 yards per catch, 1 receiving touchdowns. He had 2 targets, and he actually had 13 yards after the catch. So 13 yak yards. His rushing yards were a little bit on the down for him, but he had 14 attempts, 46 yards, 3.2 yards per attempt. Longest rush was 13 yards, 3 first downs. Please drop your grade for Mr. Bijan Robinson for me, please. And while y'all drop your grades, I'm gonna catch up on the comments. Rustin Thorne says if Ridder plays like he did Sunday for the rest of the season, Kyle will earn his nickname back. You're right. That's a great point. They'll go hand in hand. That's the loudest I've heard the band since week 1. That's a great comment. Ricky says Dez got to win on the road. That's the only way that he can be respected as our quarterback. I agree. I saw some of that dog and red in Cincinnati. This is what we're waiting on. This is what I'm waiting on. Great comment, Ricky. Ricky also says Bijan gets a B plus. Eric Parker says Bijan gets an A plus. David Stark says Bijan gets a B minus. Yards per attempt weren't good. They were not, man. They were not at all. But he did have the touchdown and a few spectacular runs. That's true. Very true. Yeah, we struggled a little bit in run blocking. Just to be honest, man. I didn't see a lot of holes being opened up yesterday. Mike says Iverson A minus. So Mike gives him an A minus. Miss B says Bijan an A minus. Now Bijan is him. Tell them Desmonds that he makes the offense. So Miss B says Bijan, not Ridder, makes the offense. So Miss B is banging back on y'all. Let's see. Winston says, hey, the line wasn't opening holes for him. Yeah, I seen that too. We didn't do good yesterday in run blocking Winston, unfortunately. But we still won the game. Too many times he had to juke someone in the hole to turn a negative to a positive. But that first catch in TD was crazy. It definitely was, bro. Definitely was. Let's see here. False start says Bijan gets a C. That's 2 fumbles, 1 loss. I can dig it because we tend to penalize for fumbles, so I can definitely respect it. Smitty says Bijan gets a B. Really didn't have the running lane. Yep. Yeah. And just to repeat, we just for whatever reason we just struggled and run blocking yesterday. I don't know if they just had a strong defensive front, or maybe just their game plan was just to shut down our running game, which it obviously was, and make Ridder beat them throwing the ball, which he obviously did. So it worked out well for us, thankfully. Miller Mills in the building. What's up with you, Miller? How you doing, bro? Happy victory Monday to you, dog. There go Archangel checking in. Says B plus for the beast, minus the fumble. Other than that, he was bringing like normal. What's happening with you, Art? Beast says Bijan gonna have back problems the way he carrying us. He has been carrying the offense like 80% of the season. My guy Billy Ray Fields in here says Billy Ray says I'll be at the Washington game this coming Sunday to bang on them Skins, Commanders, and the Biden's capital. Bijan gets a solid B. Run blocking was poor. It was compared to other games. It was, bro. It definitely was. A few of us have spoke on that. Ray Ellison says a B minus. That fumble drop is great. That's fair. Definitely fair. Ricky says, well, you didn't see a lot of holes because that $2 McGeary wasn't opening up, boy. Y'all be killing McGeary on here, boy. Y'all be. Somebody said trade him earlier. I think somebody last week said cut him. Boy, y'all be killing McGeary. I don't know why, y'all, but I kind of like McGeary. I don't know why, man. I tend to like, I guess, unpopular players, but I don't know why I like McGeary. You know. Hell, I like Mayfield for some odd reason. I guess because most fans didn't like him. So I said, I guess I fuck with Mayfield. They ended up getting rid of Mayfield last. Eric says, do you think they need to just keep CP on the bench until 100%? I'm going to assume he's 100% right now. He really hasn't played all season. He didn't play much at all yesterday either. Except he's 100% now, playing. If he still needs more time to heal, then, definitely keep him on the bench. But I like when he out there because he gives us more versatility because he can do multiple things like Bijan can. But yeah, if he can play, go ahead and run him. But if he's only like 70-80%, then put him on the bench and let him heal. T. Terry checking in says a B plus for Bijan. Let's see. Art Angel says, Titus, salute, homie Smitty, my guy. Salute to you also, Art. Ray Ellison says, last 2 games we struggled running the ball. That's very, very true. Very true. Jay says, I want to see 4 quarters of football, not just second and the fourth quarter play. You're right. Once we learn how to play 4 quarters as a team, boy, we're going to be hard to beat, man. We seem like we're on the brink of becoming that team. And that's a lot due to us having a young team, relatively young offense in important positions, young quarterback, young receivers, young running back. The line is, outside of Jake Matthews, the line is relatively young also, even though the right side does have a few years of experience. Smitty says Houston was just too quick up front. They had a space eater, and he did his job. He definitely did, because we couldn't open them running lanes up. And that's something that we're accustomed to seeing the last about year and a half as our running game being able to open holes, but ain't seen none of it yesterday. And Ridder had to throw the ball in order for us to win, and he was able to make that happen. A1 Forever checking in. What's up with you, bro? How you doing today, man? Y'all make sure to check out A1 Forever also on YouTube as well. He does Georgia sports content also, so show him some love. If you're not already subscribed to him, make sure to go to his profile, run up the subs, run up the likes, run up the comments also. So Title, what's up? Ridder looked in full command yesterday. Tight throws, a few frozen ropes. Just be consistent. Number 9 is what we need, and we can go far. I agree. And that's what everybody has been saying to A1. We just need to see that consistency from him. And if he can give us similar play like he did yesterday, as I say, man, we're going to be a hard out. Winston says Will Anderson disrupted the run game. To be honest, he was grown man in our O-line. Yeah, he going to be a force to be reckoned with too. I don't know, Winston, is it just me or do it seem like he put on a lot of weight? Seemed like he went to the weight room. He just got, put on a lot of bulk mass. he just seemed bigger, you know. He just seemed like a lot more bigger out there yesterday. Because that's my first time seeing him than he did in college. You know, or am I just tripping? Facebook user says B. John to B. He's a great back but we depend on him too much. I can see that. I can see that, and that has been a concern of mine too. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. A1 says B for B. John. The fumble and lack of running space. Yeah, kind of got to give him a demerit for the fumble also. Corey Sherman says CP looks slower to me. He did. I'm not gonna lie to you. He did look a little slow. He was starting to look his age out there a little bit yesterday. He did. I gotta admit, and that's maybe why somebody asked earlier, what question his health. He looked his age yesterday. He did. Can't even lie to you. Winston says you like McGarry for the same reason I do. You see the dog in him, run blocking, hoping he can understand that his pass blocking. Yep, you absolutely right. He struggled in pass blocking essentially most of his career, but like you say, run blocking, man, he's just a mauler. He's really a mauler. When the running game going, and him and Lindstrom, they doing their tag team, man. Hey, McGarry can be one of the best run blocking tackles in the entire league. And you're absolutely right, Winston. Absolutely right. Rick says Lindstrom is slacking because he got to play two positions. He is a McGarry. Let's see here. Smitty says Nielsen needs to find a way to implement D'Angelo Malone's speed in this phase rush. I don't even see. If you didn't say this name, Smitty, I would damn near forgot he's on the team. I seen AK out there yesterday. He had a few plays where he popped off the screen and flashed a little bit. But damn, D'Angelo Malone, bro. I'm going to be honest. I almost forgot he was on the team, Smitty. Until you said his name, I almost forgot he was on the team. Ark says we just got to learn how to win on the road as a team. And I honestly believe we can, and we will bang on these other teams. I hope you're right, Ark. I hope you're right. And we're going to have a test to do that against Tampa. Not this coming weekend, of course, because we got Washington. But the following game, that'll be a good test for this team. Good test for this team. Let's see here. I think we got all the grades. Hold on. Ricky says Will Anderson looks bigger because he had McGarry on his back majority of the game. Yeah, you wild. Oh, damn, that was funny. Jamarius Gillian, what's up, bro? How you been doing, man? People crazy in here, Jamarius. I'll tell you some Wildcats. Just give her the time in the pocket and let him cook. 0 sacks, and he passed for over 300 yards. Yep, right at about 330 to be technical. I agree with you on that. Stephen Gibbons checking in. What's up, Steve? How you doing today, bro? Hard to grade what Bijan offers. This offense can't grade Hart, and that young man is just enjoying himself playing football. It reminds me of a great 12-year-old like that. Yeah, you can tell he enjoys playing the game, and he's extremely humble. Very, very humble. Good kid, man. Every time you hear him talk in the interview, you can't help but walk away from that interview just impressed at how he carries himself and also his humility. And hopefully he'll have a long, fruitful Hall of Fame career in Atlanta with at least one Super Bowl, preferably 2 in Atlanta. He will become a living legend if that happens, and make us kind of forget a little bit about the former number 7. And I'm not talking about Koo Shiesty. Shout out to Koo Shiesty too. Young Ho Koo Shiesty. I was getting ready. Like if Koo would have missed that field goal, I'd have banged him so hard. I'd have did a whole show about Koo if he'd have missed that field goal. Because Koo kind of been a little shaky lately. He been kind of aggravating me a little bit. But shout out to Koo Shiesty coming through in the clutch, making the game win a field goal, which we needed him to come through and not BS with us. Y'all keep shoot Koo Shiesty out in strip clubs. People be calling me, telling me that my kicker be places he don't need to be. All right, so I didn't even know Malone was on the team. I know, man. It's just like he kind of got lost in the sauce. Straight lost in the sauce, straight up. Millie Mills says, Bijan Iverson is him, for real. Boy, just sick. Yeah, he is, bro. He is. Hey, You watch him, boy. He just got a mixture of so many great running backs when you watch him play, from Marshall Faulk to LaDainian. He got some Barry Sanders in him. It's just a pleasure watching him play football. That's one of them guys. When you watch him play, you admire his talent, his skill set, and you also like, I'm glad he played for my team. I'm glad he played for my team. Ms. B said, does AK be playing? Maybe I don't be paying attention, but I don't see him. Yeah, he played a good bit yesterday. I don't think he showed up on a stat sheet, but he was running around causing a little bit of havoc yesterday. He is kind of one of those guys, a little bit like D Malone. You kind of tend to forget about him because you don't never hear his name. And thus far, AK really hadn't lived up to his draft potential yet, because we kind of drafted him, expect him to take the reins as our quote unquote marquee pass rusher, and that just has not developed yet. I think he is a little bit undersized. I don't know if putting on a little weight will help him out, but we'll see. Hopefully he'll develop, man. Let's see. Winston says, Will definitely done added about 20 or so pounds since college, out there looking like the black coat. Yeah, he looked bigger yesterday. He definitely looked bigger yesterday. A1 said, I didn't even see Malone play on defense yesterday. I could have missed something out there, but yeah, don't remember Malone. I don't remember catching him either. Like you said, I could have missed him, but I don't remember seeing him. I do remember seeing AK out there a little bit yesterday, though. Billy Ray says, I seen Malone giving water fast to the D-line. I honestly forgot he was part of the defense. I did too. I did too, man. That's not a good thing. Mike says, Tampa's no joke on the road also. That'll be a good test for us, Mike. I'm looking forward to the game. I think we're going to handle Washington, man. I think we're going to come out. We're going to look good. And I think that'll be another building block for Ridder also. Washington, I'm not worried about them. Steve says, Washington's a good test for this team. I don't think you finished your sentence. Let's see. Ricky says it is what it is, Tyler. Art Anderson, my favorite NBA player of all time was AI to me. He is him, the underdog. Art says, I love a good underdog. I do too. I definitely do too. Miller says AI T-Mac for me. T-Mac was a dog before he started getting hurt, man. I used to love to watch him and Kobe battle. Rest in peace. They used to have some good offensive scoring battles, man. I used to watch them on TV back in their prime. Appreciate it, Smitty. Thank you, man. I definitely appreciate it. Smitty, this is great, Rick. My brother, I'll holler at y'all later. Appreciate you coming through, bro, as always. Thank you. Steve says, Washington is a good test for us. We are still learning to win, and part of that is not having a letdown game against a team we should beat. Excellent point, bro. Excellent point. Great point. Art says, I love D Rose when he played for the Bulls. Also, I did too. Now, you talking about somebody who played with a lot of heart. He played with a lot of heart. I like the D Rose too. Also, let me tell you who remind me of D Rose as far as playing style goes. Damn, I just caught a brain for it. Morant, for Memphis. That same just playing style, how they attack the rim and just throw everything out there attacking the rim. That's how Derrick Rose used to play. Ja Morant, that playing style. I think Ja got a slightly better jump shot. But just the way they just attack the basket and just lay everything out, that reminds me of him a good bit also. This beast says, thank God for this defense. Yes. I like what Nielsen has done. Yes. I think we would be horrible without them. Yes. But we have an offensive guru as a head coach, so they say. Yeah. Great points. Defense really has carried the load for us quite a bit. And as you said before, Bijan about 80% of the offense as well. Let's see here. 3 Dirty says, did you agree with the clock management at the end of the game, or should we have ran the ball? Well, to be honest, like I'm gonna say I agree with it because we won the game. So I will say that I agree with how the clock was handled at the end of the game because ultimately we won the game. So it would be hard for me to question the strategy with us, getting a W. So I will say I agree with it. Ray says, when Koo was going to kick, one of the commentators mentioned that he's the most accurate kicker in the league since he's been in. Please. He might have been at one point. Please. Winston says, I don't want to think that To think X Cool had missed that field goal when the screen, wow, I'd have lost it, dog. I would have straight lost it. Rick says, I think we can take Temple, honestly, if we play like we played this week outside of the busted coverage on that last touchdown Houston scored. Baker is perpetrating a fraud somewhere down the line this season, just like the real Dakota. Dakota Rain Prescott showed up last night. Boy, he was The real Baker Mayfield will show up. Facts. Ooh, boy, that was terrible last night, boy. Good Lord. Dak threw 4 interceptions. He was just giving them away. Dang. But you're right, Ricky. The real Baker Mayfield will show his face very soon. He will show his face very soon. Jay said this is probably the first season in some years, week 5, we're not talking about a draft. Yeah, you right. You damn sure right. Next year is the main topic. I think you damn sure right about that. Let's see here. Make sure I got everybody. Winston, I don't think Malone has gotten that's a snap so far this season, but AK was in on the second half defense. Yeah, I remember seeing AK in there. All right, so y'all, let's go ahead and do our last grade here. And of course, we're gonna save that for Mr. Ridder. Let's go through the Desmond Ridder stat line, y'all. Just a second, let me get to it real quick. Desmond Ridder was 28 for 37 yesterday, 28 completions on 37 passing attempts. He accumulated a career high, 329 passing yards. He averaged 8.9 yards per throw yesterday, which is exceptional. That's very, very, very good. No, that's great. He had 1 passing touchdown, wasn't sacked. He didn't throw any interceptions. He had a QBR of 81.5 yesterday and a rating of 112. So let me give you those passing numbers again. He was 28 for 37, 329 passing yards, 8.9 yards per attempt, 1 touchdown, no sacks, no interceptions. QBR was 81.5, and his rating was 111. And also, he had, let me give you all his running stats or rushing stats. 4 carries for 10 yards, and he had 1 touchdown. So 2 touchdowns total for Desmond Ridder. And so y'all, let me know what y'all give Ridder for his grade yesterday, please. Ricky says A+ grade for Ridder. He balled out yesterday. David Stark says A+ when the back foot hit ball came out, and when we needed him to save us, he did. I agree with you on that. Mike gives him an A++. Oh, that's another A+ grade for him. So let's see here. Miss B says, I know the Panthers fans talking about the draft. They getting that bad food from not high Steve Wilson. Yeah, most of the Panther fans that I know or associate with, man, they're not happy with Bryce Young. And I think ultimately Bryce gonna end up being a great pick for him, but he kind of going through his learning things right now. So they probably got about 2 to 3 years away from where they want to be. Winston says A+, great game. Let's keep it going. I agree. Eric Parker says Ridder A+. Billy Ray says Ridder gets an A-. I would love for him to not only throw the ball quick, but also become more mobile. Ridder's strength is putting him in bootleg option. Yeah, and surprisingly, you know, Ridder doesn't really use the athletic ability as much as we would think he would. Because I think he runs like a 4. I think he ran a 4.4 40. Somebody can correct me on that, but I thought it was a 4.4. Ray Ellis is an A+, great game for the kid. I agree with you on that. Let's see. Archangel says Ridder A+. He was throwing through tight windows. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. He was for the first time. He was consistently hitting them tight windows. I agree with you on that. T. Terrace is A+. Good game. Keep it up. Yep. Hey, keep that consistency, man. Like he'll win a fan base over. Jamarius Gilliam says A+. No interception. Yep. No turnovers at all. No turnovers. That's a good thing. False Star said he gets an A+, and if those 3 passes weren't dropped, the man might have had 400 yards or close to. Yeah, you're right. He definitely would have had over 350 easy. He probably would have finished around about 360, 370, somewhere in that area. So you're absolutely right about that. Let me see here. My bad, y'all. Someone's calling my phone. Ricky says, I would have sold on Bryce Young in the first place. The Georgia Bulldogs snatched the cover off the Bryce Young project. Yeah, we kind of put it to him. Stroud kind of shredded us up, but we put it to Bryce that second game. Miss B says, Ridder gets an A+. He made me proud yesterday. Me too. Had me hollering and yelling around the house. I was sweating and surfing. Bankhead bouncing. I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that dance in a long time. That going back to the 90s when you said the bankhead bounce. That's almost in the doing the Cabbage Patch era, Running Man era. Ricky said Young is like Kyler Murray, too small to steal with the defense. He's very short. He might be shorter than Kyler. Winston said with the drops and fumbles, Ridder would have had around 440 yards. Oh man. So you're approaching 450-yard territory. Well, let's see. You got any? I know, right, Art? Not a bank. I ain't heard bankhead bounce in so long. Yeah, but I'm gonna get ready to shut down shop, y'all. Man, this was fun. It's always fun when we do our player grades after a victory, man. You know, it's always fun, especially when the quarterback have a great game. Coaching staff called a good game. You know, we was at home, and just a good bounce back victory for the team. So kudos to the team. Winston says, any word on Campbell? I hadn't heard anything. Anybody in the comments heard anything about Calais? I haven't heard anything as of yet. I'm sure we'll probably hear something, I'm guessing, by tomorrow. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all time as always, man. I appreciate the engagement. Appreciate y'all showing love as always. Thank you. And unless something breaks, probably won't see me again on live stream until Friday. The Waffle House will be back on Friday, unless I get called for babysitting duties again. Because as I said earlier, I enjoy the babysitting. So if I got to babysit this Friday again, I probably won't be able to do the Waffle House. But otherwise, Waffle House will be back on Friday, doing our thing as we normally do it. Atlanta supporter checking in very, very late. What's up with you? So what's up, everybody? Falcons won. Tired of your failed Atlanta Hurricane. Go Falcons. Appreciate your ATL support. Appreciate it. Hey, but y'all, much love. Go Falcons. We're going to beat Washington, no doubt in my mind. We will beat Washington. The Braves game has look at Art. Braves game has started, so I'm going to check out see what the Bravo is doing. I'm predicting the Braves score tonight of 8-4. That's my prediction. Braves will win 8-4. In fact, the Phillies won't win another game. So that's my prediction. Hey, man, much love, man. Much love to y'all, Facebook. Much love to the YouTube crew, and much love to the greatest clique of Falcons fans, Atlanta Bird Gang. Peace.